Welcome to Integrity Inspire, your daily dose of inspiration and motivation, featuring the bright and talented members of the Integrity Marketing Group family. Now, here's your host, Integrity co-founder and CEO, Brian W. Adams.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for joining today's Inspire podcast. Man, I had a long weekend. I got asked to go and speak at the PHP conference, and Patrick Bet-David, one of our newest partners, asked me to come out to this event in Las Vegas. So Tom Dempsey and I flew out there, and there's nothing that really prepares you for it, honestly. I got to tell you, I'm more energized and excited about our business this morning. I had trouble sleeping on Saturday night after I got back from it because of this incredible conference I was just at. So just think about this. So we go to a lot of different conferences in the insurance business, but he had 15,000 advisors at the MGM Grand, massive stage, pyrotechnics. We had Layla Ali speaking. You had Shaquille O'Neal. Penn and Teller did some amazing magic tricks. I still have no idea how they did it. Nelly performed, and getting to see, look, I think Peter Drucker wrote this, that culture in strategies, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's so true. This culture that I just witnessed and the excitement about our industry that I just witnessed was one of the most amazing things I've ever been part of. Honestly, it was like being a part of a rock concert. There were emotions of excitement, of tears, of every emotion you could ever imagine being there. And the average age of his group is in their early 30s. And so they are excited, young, dynamic, committed to diverse. They're committed to serving others. And I've just never seen anything like it. I wish I could have everybody on this call go and see something like it, because there's just never, in my experience, been something like that. And then I got to tell you, man, being on stage in front of 15,000 people, there's not much that you could prepare for like that. I mean, that's the size of a sold out NBA game. It's 15,000 people. And I got to tell you, when you see things like that, you sit back and go, man, our industry is in a better place than ever, because you see this opportunity for us to serve even more people. And so I just want to give a quick shout out to Patrick Bet-David and his entire team. I was humbled to be there, and I know Tom and I both were. For 6.5 hours, we were standing up, cheering and clapping, and it was one of the most exciting experiences I've ever been in. And I'm excited to share that passion throughout the industry, but also out throughout Integrity as part of that. And listen, we've been doing some amazing things here at Integrity. If you think about bringing all of these pieces together that we have been kind of assembling, this is such an incredible opportunity for us to get ready for, I think, what's going to be the biggest game time yet. And we've been kind of building up on this with our wellness buildup. And thank you so much for all of you who joined the financial panel discussion last week. It was so fun. Tabitha on our benefits team is one of the most fun people I've ever met. I just love Tabitha, and I think she did such an incredible job of showing people ways that they can take advantage of more of our benefits. And it doesn't stop there. We're excited to offer 3 more workshops to help all of us get ready with our wellness buildup. And this week, we're excited to share that we've invited a special guest from Principal, a guy named Kevin Burton, who will cover how to use some of the tools and resources available through Principal, who is the manager of our 401k, to maximize your retirement outlook. And there will even be more time for questions and answers and things of that nature as well. So be ready to be on that on Friday at 12 p.m. Central Time as part of that. And as I was just saying, we've been building something special here for quite some time. And it's something, as you kind of take a moment to just breathe it in. And I had this moment this weekend where you're just a spectator and you get to look around and go, oh my gosh, we are building something special, attracting the best minds, the best leaders in the entire industry to the Integrity platform for us to come together and serve more people than ever before. And I'm excited to announce that we are adding another incredible partner this week, a guy named Grad, who's chairman and CEO, and Bruce Mesner, who is president of a company called American Business, is joining the Integrity family. Now, American Business was originally founded in 1967, and their home office is in New York City, and they also have another office in Boca Raton, Florida. And today, American Business has more than $60 billion in active policies for more than 35,000 clients that they've served over their time. Their specialized team coordinates and implements life insurance strategies for their clients, estates, and businesses, and they're based on their successful two-client philosophy. They offer life insurance and estate to high net worth families and athletes and entertainers, and their business is really built by working with their clients, financial and business advisors. And for decades now, American Business has cultivated a reputation for honest service and real expertise that supports their clients' unique needs and business goals. And as a result, they've been able to steadily grow and develop a strong reputation among their elite clientele. And man, listen, if you learned about, we can't mention clients' names here, but they work with some of the most elite clients in the world. And today they're ready to take that business to the whole new level by joining the Integrity family. So as you think about some of the things we've just been able to do with recently bringing on Ash Brokerage with Tim Ash and his incredible leadership, bringing on Ritter, PHP, and Patrick Bet-David, who has 11 million social media followers. You start thinking about bringing on a Nexus and Ron Schertz and that incredible team on developing new products. And then most recently in bringing on Gladstone, who manages $13 billion of clients' assets. This is such an incredible opportunity to now bring in American Business and Alan and Bruce to welcome them to the Integrity family to help even more people with all of their life, health, and wealth needs. So Alan and Bruce, welcome to the Integrity family. So excited to have you here.
Thanks, Brian. It's a pleasure to be talking to you today, and we've been looking forward to today for a long time.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. We're really excited to partnership with Integrity and to be able to introduce ourselves to the family.
Well, hey, we are super excited. I think you guys have one of the coolest names, by the way, American Business. That's one of the coolest names that we've seen. But before we jump into it, listen, we have a lot of partners who are super excited about having you guys join, guys who have known you for a long time. And Tim Ash, who's one of my dearest friends, is one of the first that wants to be here to welcome you to the Integrity family. Tim, how exciting is this opportunity?
Well, I got to tell you, Brian, I'm pumped up with the opening that you gave there. I wish I was in Las Vegas with you.
You got to come next year. You got to come next year. It's amazing.
I'm going to look you up on that one. I'd love to see it. But first of all, Alan and Bruce, talk about bringing two class acts to the Integrity family. I just want to say congrats. I know you're drinking through a fire hose. I finally found the faucet to that hose, and now I'm back to doing what I know what I should be doing, and that's out selling insurance. But welcome to the Integrity family, and I can echo what Brian said, that we're so excited to have both of you as partners in the Integrity family. And the team that you have built at American Business, it's just going to be a terrific addition to the Integrity network. And I know I'm personally looking forward to years of success and growth, and I'm personally looking forward to leveraging what you all have built at American Business because of your strength and the high net worth and point of sale and all of that, and vice versa. We hope that you'll tap into some of the things that we've built at Ash as well as Integrity. And I know the sky's the limit. So Brian, thank you for having me welcome our new partners, Alan and Bruce, to the team.
Tim, it's really, really kind of you to say that. It's, you guys have such a reputation.
Well, Tim, thank you so much, man. We're so excited. And I agree. I think this is one of those opportunities we sit back and go, how can we all serve even more people together? So this is incredibly exciting. We also have another guy on the phone who also has another amazing, dynamic group who has accounting leaders that are just growing at a hyper rate with Chad Milner and the Milner Group and North American Senior Benefits. Chad, I appreciate you jumping on.
Hey, Brian, good morning, and thank you for letting me congratulate our two newest partners, Alan and Bruce. Guys, congratulations on a brilliant move here. And I'm super excited to have you as part of our team. Many of you may not know, but Alan graduated from the Wharton School of Business, which in my opinion is probably the best business school in America. Bruce, brilliant guy. These guys just dominate. They do so well in the high-end market, especially with professional athletes. Their reputation in the brokerage industry is just unparalleled with that market. So I'm super excited to learn from you guys. I've known you guys 10 plus years at LifeMark, now Libra. Alan, we've been on the board together for LifeMark Reinsurance Company. Just such a humble, brilliant guy. And you guys definitely meet the fireside chat that we've talked about for so long at Integrity in terms of the quality of partners that we want to bring on. Brian, great job getting this done, guys. Such a great move. I'm super excited about the future we've got together. The timing couldn't be any better. So glad to have you guys as a partner.
It's great hearing your voice, Chad. We've only been around 55 years. I think your business has 6 generations or something in there. But you're Chad. You're one of the smartest guys I know in the business.
Thanks, Alan. You too, really.
Well, hey, thanks so much, Chad and Tim, for jumping on. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule. This is a huge announcement, and we're super proud to have Alan and Bruce with us. Alan, listen, you've been around 55 years in this business. That's such an incredible history and longevity that we can all hope for. We'd love to hear more about American business and the company you've built, because it truly sounds like you've built this niche in the insurance business of serving some really interesting clientele.
Thanks, Brian. Our focus is insurance and estate planning for families, for closely held businesses, athletes, entertainers, but we do it kind of in a neat way. We do it through their advisors. That is our driving force to become invaluable to those advisors. Our clients are the advisors of these people, whether they're their RIA, CPA, sports manager, or risk manager. That's who our client is, and that's where the clients come from. And then we work with them to find solutions for their clients. And we have an advisor, and then we have a client, and we make sure that at the end, it's advantageous to everyone involved. And that's what we call, Brian, our 2-client philosophy. And that's always been unique to our firm.
Yeah, that's truly what is unique to our firm, is that we are a point of sale, and that 2-client philosophy enables us to work with the advisors and their clients. And we start from the beginning to the end of the process, and everybody's involved. But also, because of our 2-client philosophy mentality, we're there in the long term to support them. We've always been known, kind of, Brian, and I appreciate what Tim, and Chad had said. I haven't been around as long as Alan for sure, but one of the reasons I joined American business was they're known for the stability, obviously, but also being honest and the honesty, and focusing on high-end clients. Your reputation is everything, and that's also why we wanted to join Integrity.
Yeah, so you guys it's an interesting business model you have, because you've got the center of influence that you focus on, right? The advisor to the high net worth individual, right? I mean, these guys, it was interesting. So I was with Shaq this weekend. By the way, the biggest human I've ever met in my life. I mean, the guy, he shook my hand. And I was like, oh my God. He is a gentle giant, honestly, really, really good person. But he is massive. But it was funny. He's surrounded by a team, right? He's at this event, and there's a bunch of people around him, helping coordinate that. And so you have to kind of work with that, get them to trust you, get them to understand, hey, to answer, and frankly, to recommend, hey, you should look at the solution that you guys are working on. So that a 2-client philosophy is key to what you guys are building, which is really true. Now, this business started, and then, Alan, you became the president of this company in 1960. Well, the business started in 1967, but I'm trying to do math in my head, and I'm like, you're not old enough to have started back then.
You didn't know there was going to be math required for this. But
I know it's hard.
Yeah, but Brian, you're exactly right. With what Bruce honed in on there was our approach is a consultative approach, and we stress education in our firm, and we teach our professionals how to serve the specialized needs of the affluent and to really be a resource for the advisors. But our firm was started in 1967. I joined in 1983 when the original partners were located on Long Island. Then I became president in 88, and Bruce actually joined us on 9/11/2001 in New York City. So we have a lot of stability, as Bruce was mentioning there, and some of the same people and strategic partners that were with us then are still doing business with us now. And one of the neat things that resonates with me is the attention that my original partners gave to advanced training. That was not normal back then. And since that was something that was really important to me, it made an easy transition when I joined them in 83.
That's an amazing story. So, Bruce, you started on 9/11?
Yeah, Alan did a great job of recruiting me. I actually left a family business and joined the life insurance industry in New York City on 9/11. Yeah, we had an office on 40th and Park.
Oh my gosh, that had to be, everybody remembers where you were the day of 9/11, but man, that had to be crazy to start, especially to be in New York City at that time. Now you started out, speaking of athletes and, kind of your target clientele, you two are a huge human. You're a big man, but I got to tell you, so Patrick Bet-David's 6'5". He's a big guy. And he looked small next to Shaq, but because Shaq is so much larger. But so you two are a professional athlete. You play pro football. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I did. I started out in my college. I was in my college career at the University of Maryland. I was really proud to have captained the 1986 team. I have plenty of accolades. Probably one that I'm most proud of is being voted first team All ACC 3 times. There's actually only me and somebody else. My senior year, looking forward to the NFL, I was fortunate enough that I was highly ranked. This is going back to 1986, and somebody had recommended to my father to take out disability policies. Certainly, they were nothing like what we have now. He did take it out, but my senior year, I got injured pretty badly. In fact, the Senior Bowl, I really wasn't able to play in the combine. I wasn't able to compete. So I was eligible to collect on that $1 million. And you're talking about in 1986, nobody was making $1 million in the NFL. But I did get drafted by Buffalo, sat down. It didn't take long to make the decision that I was going to forego the insurance money and then go play for the Bills. I played for a few years. Once hurt, you're always kind of hurt. And I had to retire after my second leg injury. But, when I first met Alan, kind of interesting, actually, I bought his first house, became my first house. So we kept in touch. He stayed in the neighborhood. And then 10 years later, when I was ready to make a career change, I was in the manufacturing business. I was just getting tired of it. I spent some time with Alan, in fact, going to some of his educational meetings on Monday mornings, driving out to Long Island. And he laid out a great opportunity. And obviously, I was able to jump at it. One of the things that I really enjoy about our business, and one of the things that I was able to build on at American Business, is just this, team atmosphere. At American Business, we have a very strong team atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to bringing that to Integrity also. We share with one another, we share thoughts, we share ideas, we help each other on cases, and it makes it easier for all of us. When I joined American Business, Alan had all these really strong producers. And here I am, I run a manufacturing company. I've been in the NFL. I had a lot of successes, and you still, though, you start wondering, where are you going to find your way? And what Alan had me do was just go on meetings with lots of different other producers, and he's like, you'll learn from them, but you'll find your own personality. And I was able to do that, and I just look forward to this same team philosophy at Integrity, and I think it will help us all succeed.
We've had a bunch of former athletes that have come into the Integrity family. And really, there's something about the insurance business. There's something about business, maybe take out insurance. There's something about business that allows you to compete at a high level, gets that competitive juices flowing. And, competitors want to win and want to be part of a winning team. That's one of the reasons I think we've had so many incredible partners join the Integrity family. Now, look, the Bills in the late 80s, early 90s were amazing. And so that had to be a blast. I mean, you had Thurman Thomas, you had Jim Kelly, incredible players on that team, right?
Yeah, we really did. And, Jim Kelly was just an incredible leader. We started off when I got there, we weren't very good. In my last year, we lost to Cincinnati in a championship game. But, being around winners like that, Fred Smirlis, Jim Kelly, there was Hall of Famers up and down, Bruce Smith, he was a stud. And, you learn how to work hard, and you learn how to work hard when you don't want to work hard. And that's why I think so many athletes are so successful.
That's awesome, man. So, Alan, were you also in athletics? Were you a sports guy? How'd you get into the insurance business?
No, I played a lot of tennis, but I wasn't good enough to play in college. But my wife played for University of Tennessee, and my kids played in college. I was a finance and marketing major at Wharton, but I found that the classes I enjoyed the most were in marketing. So I planned to go into advertising after college. I had already worked on a couple of accounts up in New York City, and that's where I felt I was going to go. And I was using insurance as kind of just a way to hone my doing skills. And I ended up meeting somebody in New York City who was a general agent and just knew everything, and everybody loved the guy. And I decided to join the insurance industry in '77 and give up on advertising. So what I didn't really understand in the beginning was that you could make a career in insurance, and you're the one that drives that success, and you have the freedom of movement and control of your time. You know, Brian, my wife and I did not miss one of our kids' tennis matches from age 6 to college, whether it was in junior tournaments or in college. Didn't miss one. We also didn't miss one of their baseball or soccer or gymnastics events either. And I know that Bruce was there for every one of his kids' games, and he also used to help me out when I was somehow roped into running the basketball team that my son was on when I knew nothing about basketball. So Bruce used to help me out there. But the insurance business provides you that flexibility while you're working really hard. And Brian, I always figured I could outwork the next guy. So if I was off doing something with my kids or my wife, I figured I could make up for it and outwork the next guy. What's weird was my classmates at Wharton pretty much all went to Wall Street and ended up, behind a desk, staring at computer screens. That was not for me. But when I understood the business better after being taught it, it kind of woke me up where I said, well, every year the insurance agent says, where's my business going to come from? They wake up January 1 and say, where's my income going to come from? And they worry about all they could do is to sell their own contacts, their neighbors, their friends, their college buddies, their church or temple members, golf buddies, whatever. And that was their entirety of their marketing. So I thought there had to be a better way. As business owners, I felt our job was to develop strong relationships with strategic partners, with people who have businesses and good relationships with their clients, and then trim them over to our insurance professionals. So these kinds of relationships, Brian, included like risk managers, CPAs, RIAs, financial institutions, lawyers, sports management professionals. And our job was to establish contracts with those firms, become invaluable resource to them, and they would offer our products and services to their clients, but through our people. And they knew they should have been doing this anyway from a holistic standpoint, but they just didn't have the trust in anybody to do it. And that's what our job was to do, was secure that trust. And the only way that we're able to achieve that has been through our incredible insurance professionals and the staff that we have.
Man, it's amazing what you guys have built. I mean, one of the stats I read earlier, $60 billion worth of benefits that you guys have helped cover your clients with over the years. And as Chad said earlier, going to Wharton, so there's like a few really top business schools, and I don't want to get in a debate over this, but you've got like Harvard, you've got like Stanford, you've got Wharton, you've got a few others that, I went to Texas Tech. We're widely considered in that top echelon as well. Maybe on the cusp. Just kidding. Don't give me a hard time. I'm kidding. I know Tech is not quite there yet, but Wharton is the top of the top, and you have created such an amazing business, and it is amazing how you guys have really just served your clients, your dual client strategy, in such a remarkable way. You've built such an amazing business. Why integrity and why now?
We were looking for a partner that had a number of things, that had a strong culture, that had strong technology. So we were looking for a period of time, searching for a way to get to a platform that would give us a bigger voice. And we found that in Integrity, just an incredible organization that appreciates their partners, learns their business, looks to see how they can increase their business and have fun while they're doing it. And that was something that we were looking for. We were a boutique firm, And to compete at a higher level, we needed a bigger platform. We needed more capital. We needed the ability to hire more professionals. And that's why we went down that path. And Integrity brought that all to the table. And, we met some nice firms in that space, but nobody was like Integrity. And we're just so pleased to be becoming part of them and looking forward to what the future brings to us and brings to Integrity.
Yeah, as Alan said, you guys, well, now it's us, have just such an incredible business model, and we are part of that team. And, we're just so excited. And part of that team is technology, it's Thomas Arts, it's being able to recruit, it's being able to help, our employees do a better job, not just bring on new people. So, we're just so excited, and I see so many levels of growth since joining your family.
And Brian, we had very compatible cultures. And that was something that struck me from the very, very beginning, that we were able to be ourselves and be appreciated, and to meet your great team. I mean, from everybody there, from Eric and Stephen, I don't know how many times Stephen would be calling me just to keep things on track. But it just, the level of attention and detail that your firm has and their professionalism just struck me as a class above anybody else.
Well, one of the things that's really cool, and Tim and Chad, we really appreciate you guys being on, but we do what we do really, really well, but we also don't do what we don't do really, really badly. And joining Integrity now, it's like we have partners where we get brought into different places, and it's like, I wish I could do that. I wish I had the ability to do that, and now we're going to be able to. And that's a whole different ballgame for us. And I think that part of the new business growth is going to be so exciting.
Well, it's going to be fun. Yeah, look, when you build a business with world-class leaders at every turn, so that if somebody has an opportunity with a high-profile client or an athlete or something of that nature, and you can say, hey, I've got somebody I can give a call to, and you can trust as a partner that they're going to handle that. Or if there's another situation that you need products and solutions, and we've got those covered. Together, we're going to serve even more people, and we could not be more excited to have you both on board now as part of the Integrity family. And I'm so excited to finally be able to get this announced. We've been working on this for a while, and it's exciting to now get this announced. And as you think about some of the different pieces we talked about earlier, bringing them all together and having you guys be able to be a huge part of that, it's going to be a lot of fun. So congratulations, guys. Super proud to be your partner. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, Brian, the last thing I just want to add is you guys are just, when we looked around, and I'm sure that, Tim saw, Integrity is known as a disruptor. And a lot of people don't want to be a disruptor. Well, we want to be a disruptor. We want to come in. We want to disrupt the industry. We want to grow, and we want to have a lot of fun. So really appreciate you having us.
I love it. We're just getting started.
Brian, our employees are really excited too. The employee ownership plan is something they never expected, and it shows them how much Integrity values them and looks out for them. And it makes a big difference in their long-term thinking and planning and how invested they are in our future. So that is something that's really special that we're very proud of.
Man, I'm glad you said that. That's one of the things I'm most proud of what we've been able to put together here at Integrity. It's all of us, everyone being aligned, everyone having the opportunity to continue to grow. And we're talking a lot about our 401k plan right now, and it's that time to start making some decisions about, your matching and things of that nature. I think everybody should max out their 401k plan. But one of the things I love about the employee ownership is, in addition to your 401k plan, which is an incredible benefit, we also have provided every employee with stock and Integrity, and they didn't have to pay anything for it. They didn't have to match. They didn't have to, contribute every month on it. And on average, our employees have more than twice the amount in their Integrity stock than they do in their 401k today. And so I do believe we're just getting started, and that's one of the biggest reasons for that. And then as we come together as a group, we're going to be able to accomplish more than we could ever accomplish on our own. Now, this is going to be announced tomorrow publicly. We're super excited about this, so be ready to share and like and get this out on social media. But also, as we continue to grow, I think we're going to be able to continue to help even more people, whether they're in the middle market where we serve a lot, or if it's in the ultra high net worth and celebrity market, we're going to be able to support them now with American business. So congratulations, guys. Super proud to be your partner.
Thank you, Brian. This is a really exciting time for us. And thank you for other people being on the call, and for Tim and Chad to join us. Really nice of them. And we look forward to seeing you in person soon.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Again, I hope everybody has an incredible week. Thanks for everything you continue to do. This is an incredible announcement that we're honored to make this week with American Business joining the Integrity family. And there's so much momentum with what we're building here that the sky is truly the limit. Hope everybody has a great week. God bless you all. Talk to you soon.